Hello everybody, my name is Shane, and in this video, we're going to be checking out the official Samsung case lineup for the Galaxy Z Fold 6. These cases range from $50 to $100, and they are available at the time of this video, so I'll have some links in the description if you want to check them out for yourself. Starting with the clear case, this one comes in at $50, looks like it has a little grip attached to it. It's worth mentioning there is a more basic clear slim case also available for $30. Inside the box, we have our two parts of the case, and a lot of paperwork. We have some adhesive to help this stick to the case better. This also goes for the front part of the case with a lot of adhesive spots all around it. Back plate should go on a little easier. Liking the look of this clear case initially. It keeps the phone pretty slim. It doesn't make it all that much bulkier, and the adhesives really stay in place really well, so this case is certainly not wobbling around or anything. On the side, we have our fold branding, have some more fold branding on the back with the strap. This is a silicone strap here, which is attached to the inner part of this case with this plastic finish here. Let's go ahead and try out the strap. This gives you a great grip of this phone. This gives you so much more peace of mind carrying around this expensive of a device. You're going to be able to use it pretty comfortably in the tablet mode or fold it up. This is certainly not going anywhere if you have it strapped into your fingers. We still have plenty of room here for our fingerprint sensor and volume rockers, so you can see I can still get into the phone perfectly fine. We definitely have a raised area here to protect the cameras and have a silver color to match my silver on the phone here, so really complements this silver color of the Fold really well. All of the cutouts seem to perfectly match here with the microphones and the speakers. Check out the bottom here, but we have more of an open design here at the bottom for the charging port. Let's see if my oversized Type-C charger fits into this spot with this case on. Looks like it fits perfectly fine. Unfortunately, with this strap on here, it looks like the wireless charging is not working. But if you want to, you can completely remove this strap from the case. So there's just a couple clips on the inside of the case. So now let's try this again without the strap on the back. You can see we bumped up to 46% now, so the wireless charging does work with this case on if you take off that strap portion. And as you saw earlier, there's two slots to put this in, so you could tighten it or adjust it to whatever you want to. So let's try it on the looser setting. So this looser setting does make the strap stick out a lot more, but it does feel, you can see here, it is a little bit looser compared to that tighter option. And another test I want to add to the case videos this year is, does this phone fit into a gaming controller with the case on? Because I always find it annoying when I have to take cases on and off just to play games on them with my gaming controller. So we just have to plug it into here on the Type-C port on the side, and wow, this actually does fit perfectly here. So you're going to be able to plug in a gaming controller to this Fold with this case on, which is super nice. As far as laying this flat on the table, seeing how wobbly the phone is, it actually isn't too bad if you want to be scrolling through social media still or something, at least on the outer display. Let's check out the inner display here. This also actually doesn't seem to be too bad, so it doesn't really mess with just your average general use of the phone itself. Really doesn't get in the way all that much. Here's a look at how much bulk and heft the case adds to the phone overall. I'd say there's just enough corner protection on this to give you some peace of mind for actual drops and actual protection here. Of course, we don't have the hinge protection on these Samsung cases. There is some raised lip here. Don't have to worry about the front of this phone scratching up if you would lay it on its face. But overall, initially here, I am really liking this clear case a lot. It gives you a good grip of the phone as far as the actual case itself. Provides enough protection, I'd say, and has some really nice design and flair with the silver outlining. Great peace of mind with this really sturdy strap. And this is the cheapest case of all the ones we're going to check out here today, so definitely a good option to consider. Next up, we have the silicone case. This one comes in at $85, and there's two different colors available, a white and this gray color here. We have a harder plastic on the inside of this case. We have our strap system once again here with the two different options. So we have, again, the fold branding, the strap. This time we have a stand attached as well. So a 2-in-1 finish here. Really liking the look of this case initially. Let's go ahead and try this on. This is attached very well to the phone. We have more of a harder plastic finish on this front cover. And then on the back, again, we have that silicone finish here. The silicone actually feels really nice on this. We have a bit of a darker silver outline here for our camera cutout, but plenty of protection here for the cameras. We have some casing covering the buttons on this one, so this is a silicone finish on the volume rockers. We still have access to our fingerprint sensor though. Looks like we have a little extra cutout to fit our thumb there fine, and yep, get into the phone perfectly fine. Opening and closing with this case on, also perfectly fine. Let's check our cutouts here. Cutouts look good for the speaker and mics. The bottom here, same setup as on the clear case, a little extra opening for our charger. Let's test out that Type-C charger again. Looks like that fits perfectly fine. Check out our wireless charge, even though I don't anticipate it to work with this strap here once again. If you look at the bottom of the phone here, you can see the wireless charging going all over the place. It's cutting in and out, so we're not going to have wireless charging on this one as well. Let's see if we take this strap off, if that changes the wireless charging. Still cutting out. So unfortunately on this case with this extra stand over here, you're not going to have wireless charging on this. But now let's go ahead and check out this stand because this is a great addition here. Yeah, this is great for if you want to be watching content or something. You can just so easily pop this out at a moment's notice and start watching some content. So this is a great setup here. Let's go ahead and check it the other way for a bit of a taller aspect ratio. Yep, that works great too. Here, let's try it in portrait orientation since it is towards the middle of the phone here. Yep, also works in portrait orientation as well. So let's see if I do some writing with the S Pen, see how that stand holds up. It is a little more wobbly in the portrait orientation, but it does get the job done. Let's try it in landscape orientation. Again, this is a little wobbly because there's no grip or silicone grip on the actual stand itself, so it might slide a little bit. I would say this is probably the best stand option, the one that is the tallest towards you. This gives you the most amount of grip, so if you're just doing some basic jotting of things down, this definitely is going to be fine. Let's go ahead and check out if we have this flat on the table, if this is going to be wobbling or anything. This works really well on the table. Again, nice and flat here. Let's also try opened up. Looks like we don't really have that much wobbling here. Once again, with the case on, with the strap attached, this does fit into my gaming controllers. And then taking a quick look at the lip here on the top, there's plenty of lip here. So again, you can drop this on the table. You're not going to have any scratches on your display. This also fits into my pocket relatively well, even though this is a silicone case. I think that's thanks to the front cover of this being more of a plastic finish. So this slides a little bit better, and then it's not going to stick nearly as much to your shorts or jeans or things. So overall, really liking a lot of aspects of the silicone case. I know it's on the pricier side, but I think you get your money's worth with the looks, the design, the feel, the functionality. Next up, we have the Kindsuit Case. This one comes in at $90 and also comes in two colors, a brown and this gray color here. This one, we have a soft microfiber finish lining on the inside. Taking a first look at this Kindsuit leather case, this has a really nice premium look to it. We have the Samsung engraving in the bottom, have a nice textured leather feeling finish on this. Definitely feels more like Samsung's eco leather cases from the past couple of years, but still has that great, nice premium feel. Again, on the front cover, even though it's the same texture and design, it has more of a harder plastic finish on the front and tons of lip here on the front. So again, screen protection, no problem. Again, we have this silver outlined camera bump here to keep the cameras protected. So camera protection, not a problem. Let's check out our oversized Type-C charger. That also fits perfectly fine here. Wireless charging definitely works on this case. Let's go ahead and check out the gaming controller. This one definitely fits in a lot more easier than the other two cases. And this is a nice lightweight case, so feels really good with the gaming controller. As far as our buttons on the side, we do have access again to our volume rockers and the fingerprint sensor. So getting into the phone still works perfectly fine with this case. This one, I will say, does have a softer sound when closing it. And here is our look at the case when opened up. Again, seems to offer about the same amount of protection as those other cases as far as our corner protection and the sidings. Let's go ahead and try this on the table. So this one does actually have a little bit more wobble compared to the other two cases, at least when out here on the outer display. Let's check out the inner display. I'd say this feels fine for using it on the inner display against the table, not much wobbling or anything. So overall, I'm really liking this Kindsuit case. This one definitely has the best feel and the best look of all the cases we're going to be checking out here today. And last but not least, we have the S Pen case. This one comes in at $100 and there's 3 different colors to match the 3 standard colors of the Fold: a pink, this gray, and a navy color, which each one comes with a different S Pen. The pink one will come with the yellow S Pen that we saw with last year's blue case. For the front portion, we have a very similar feel to what we had on the silicone case's front cover. So if you got multiple of these cases, you might be able to just keep on the front cover and then just swap out the back plates. On this one, we have a slick hard plastic on the inside and then a smoother hard plastic on the outside. Once again, plenty of lip protection on the front. Don't have to worry about your screen getting scratched. As far as this being flat on the table, absolutely no problems with this. Phone's not going to wobble. This one on the right side, you are going to have some wobble. Just keep that in mind. But on the left side, seems to be perfectly fine and flat and flush with the table. Cutouts look to be good here on both the top and the bottom. Try out the oversized Type-C port. Again, absolutely no problems with that. Let's check our wireless charge because we do have the bump here, which is a decent sized bump for the S Pen. This one, to my surprise, does charge. We went from 40 to 41%. So even though we have a bit of gap here, it still can wirelessly charge. But now let's go ahead and check out the star of the show of this case, the official S Pen here now for the Fold 6. We of course have our button here on the side, but we don't have any of the Bluetooth gestures, but you still can hold down and go ahead and erase things. You can also hold down on this button, double tap on the screen, and it's going to open up a note for you. So really nice feeling S Pen experience here. And something I also noticed is that the lip on the back here does seem to be a bit thicker than on last year's S Pen case. So I'm curious to see if there's a difference here. So we'll go ahead and cradle this in. It seems to have a very tight, snug fit. This year's S Pen, this is an upgraded case. If you look here on last year's S Pen case, the S Pen is actually kind of loose. I actually did bump this out a few times. You see, I didn't even hit the button up there. This S Pen came right out. But here on this year's S Pen case, the S Pen stays in a lot more securely. So I'm really glad that Samsung addressed this because this was honestly a pain point for me on last year's S Pen case because it just kind of had a cheap feel because the S Pen was always loose and flimsy when I'm just holding the phone and using it in my average everyday use. This is actually snug into the case. This is definitely a more secure fit. For the record, the S Pens do seem to be about the exact same size and dimensions. So last year's Slim S Pen still works with this Fold 6. So if you wanted to do some color matching, do some mix and matching, maybe you find a big discount on last year's case to go ahead and get a different color S Pen or something. However, just keep in mind with this more secure finish, we do seem to have a bigger bump here on this year's S Pen case compared to last year. You can see here on the left, this takes up less space overall and is less bumping and protruding out of the case, whereas this definitely has a bigger bump. If anything, it actually gives you a little bit of a gripping point on here as you hold on to the back of the phone. Same thing for when this is opened up into the inner display. You can see here that you can actually kind of anchor your fingers onto the edge of that bump. So it actually does kind of add a little bit of extra grip and peace of mind when using it in the tablet mode with one hand. Let's go ahead and check out our oversized Type-C charger. That fits perfectly fine. And once again, the gaming controller fits on this one with the case on. So 4 for 4 on the cases with the controller. Really love that I don't have to take off any of these cases to play games. And this one, we again have access to our volume rocker and the fingerprint sensor. Gets into here perfectly fine. So again, I know the price is high for this one, but we do get the official S Pen alongside it. Have a nice grip on this one as well. But overall, for the first time in years, honestly, I'm really liking every single case option that Samsung's offering this year. We have some great functionality with the straps, a nice look and flair with these camera cutouts. None of these get in the way of using the phone the way you'd want to use it in any scenario, with the exception of the wireless charging not working on the strap cases. I know these are on the pricier side, but I do think you get your money's worth with these, especially for protecting such an expensive device and just really complementing what is a premium looking device with some nice looking cases. So if you have some extra Samsung credit or extra budget, I wouldn't shy away from potentially getting multiple of these cases because I'm really liking all of them. But I'll be curious to hear your thoughts on the official Samsung case lineup for the Galaxy Z Fold 6 in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, then be sure to give it a thumbs up and please consider subscribing to the Shane Simons YouTube channel today, since I'm about to make this exact same video on the Z Flip 6 cases. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.